Hello, Christy Ruffner here, and I wanted to talk to you today about fear. We are currently reading the last chapter in Think and Grow Rich, and the chapter is all about fear, and it's what we've been discussing in the mastermind. And one of the ladies was sharing an experience where, and it's something that we've all, if we've been in the home-based business at all, we've probably had the occasion where we've had to face the fear of being on the phone. I know I have. And so she was sharing her experience with this fear of being on the phone. And some of the things that she said was, being afraid of, sounding stupid or not knowing what she wanted to say or not having the answer, and what if she lost the sale. And so that got me thinking about how to handle your fear in any case, whether it's on the phone or whatever fear it is. Usually fear stops you in your tracks. It keeps you from making decisions. It keeps you from moving forward. And so what occurred to me is that when you reach that point where fear has you stopped in your tracks, and you don't know what direction to go in, you don't know how to make a decision, what you need to do is stop and assess the situation and decide what the choices are that you could make and what the results of each of those choices would be. In other words, if you have a fear of getting on the phone with a prospect, and part of that fear is that you won't make the sale, okay? So you stop and you look at that situation and you say, okay, I have two choices, right? Usually everything comes down to basically to two choices. In this case, you either get on the phone with the prospect or you don't. Okay, so you don't get on the call with the prospect. What's going to happen? You don't have a sale. You can't make a sale if you don't talk to your prospect. Okay, so let's say you get on the phone with your prospect and your fear is that you're going to lose the sale. So what's the difference here? You don't get on the phone with the prospect, you lose the sale. You get on the phone with the prospect, maybe you lose the sale. Maybe you don't lose the sale. Maybe you manage to pull the sale out with whatever it is that you say. Who knows? Maybe it's just in the cards for you to make the sale. But either way, if you don't make the call, you're definitely not going to make the sale. If you make the call, you might not make the sale, but you might make the sale. So which choice are you going to make? And if you make the choice to make the call, regardless of what happens, you have that experience, and the next time it's going to be easier. And it keeps getting easier, and it keeps getting easier. And so what if you lose 5 sales? If you don't get on those 5 phone calls, you don't get those sales anyway. But if you get on those 5 phone calls, then you have all that experience behind you, and by the time you make that 6th phone call, guess what? You've got the sale. If you don't get on those phone calls, guess what? On that 6th possible phone call, you're still not going to make the sale. So which choice are you going to make? You're going to make the choice that's going to move you forward, regardless of the results that you get in that 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th call. Eventually, you're going to be comfortable enough with the answers that you need, with talking to the person, with sharing your story, with sharing your product, that you're going to get that sale. And that is the whole point of conquering your fear, is working your way through it and getting on the other side and finding that success. So I want to leave you with that. I know that was just a real mind blower for me to make that realization. It's going to help me to step forward. One of the other things that was shared is when you have a fear like that is to focus on your why. Okay? Why are you where you're at? Why are you in your business? Okay? And part of that why should be to help people. And if you really in your heart want to help people, then if you don't get on that phone call, if you don't approach that prospect, then how are you going to help them? How are you going to even let them know that you want to help them? They might reject you, and that's fine. But if you don't put it out there that you want to help, then there's no way that you're going to be able to accomplish that. So I want to leave you with that thought as well. And with that, I will see you in the next video.